Well, I got so darn excited. I just jumped on. I don't know if I want to talk about something or what or who. See, I might have to get off and start back over. I got excited here. I didn't put the title on, anything. I just press go. And let's see what happens. See if my peeps get on. See if my peeps get on. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be back. I missed you guys, just in case I leave this up, okay? I need y'all to know that I absolutely missed y'all. I really did. That's why I'm conflicted about what I want to talk about today, because there were so many things I feel like that transpired between the last few lives and then me going out of town. So I don't know if I want to go back and do like a recap of what I feel like where we might have went awry, or should we just start fresh? Then we're gonna see what the vibes are. And I can't play any music because Facebook will mute the video. So I'm gonna probably do a vibe session tonight. And it's earlier in the day. Look, I've not seen y'all in so long. I don't know where everybody's at. Where are y'all? I was thinking sure I had gotten on later. Look, I don't know. I'm just excited again to be back. So, oh, who is this to? Hey, baby, Grand Rising. How you doing, love? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Have a seat, get comfortable. Where am I living? I live in Texas. Where are you living? Where do you live? Are you new? I think you are. I don't think I've seen you here before. What's your name? Ooh. I don't know what that says. But hey, 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 Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Elaine, hey Elaine, hey girl. Make fun if I tell you right. Why would I do that? I would never do such a thing. Hey Becky, hey girl, hey. Come on in, girl. How you doing, girl? Grand Rising, Grand Rising. A sir. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Hey, love. I'm so sorry, my love. How you doing, sir? Oh, okay, Pakistan. I have somebody else here that I know that's from Pakistan. Well, how are you doing, Grand Rising? How's your day going? How are you? My day is amazing. You know that already. You know, I do this every day. I wake up intentional like this every day. Now, I will say this. My name is Musab. Hey, baby. Grand Rising. I just got back off from the cruise or whatever. Hey, UK. Are you not scared of those clouds catching fire next to that light bulb? No, there's no light bulbs. That's not a light bulb, baby. That's a LED light. See, look, it's not a light bulb. It's a LED light. But so no, they won't catch fire. They won't catch fire at all. Yeah, they won't catch fire. And then like the little, it's all LED. It's good. It's okay. But so I came back from the cruise. So I had went on a cruise, And I just came back, and I was sick a little bit. Hey Cranberry, hey baby, Grand Rising. Do you like Janae Aiko? Yeah. I think I know who that. Yes, look, yes, I think I know who that is, girl. Yes. You're gorgeous, girl. I love you. Hope you have a good. Oh, girl, you're gorgeous. We're gorgeous. That's what we do over here. Okay? I tell you all the time. If you don't want to feel good, feel great, look, vibrate, don't come over here. This ain't the place for you, okay? We do beautiful things over here on purpose. So, I just got back from this cruise, and so, where are you from? Cranberry, I don't think I've seen you here. And what about you? What's your name? Oh, I don't want to mess it up. Look, how do I say this? Girl. Look, Laksha. Nope. Lakshmish. Oof. You know what I'm talking about. I love it though. I don't know how to say it, but oh, I'm new. I'm from Oakland. Okay, California. I was just in California last year, girl, and I loved it. I cannot wait to go back. I want to live there. Like, that is my place, okay? I absolutely love California. I want to go back. Hey, who is this? Hands 254. Hey, baby, Grand Rising. How you doing? Oh, I want to know how to say this baby's name, and I can't. You gotta come live here. I missed me while you were gone. I know it. I did live there. Listen, I moved up there last March, right? Ooh, speaking of which, it was a quantum shift. I'm telling you, baby, I be hitting them shifts. I'm in the midst of one now. But anyway, listen, it was a quantum shift. I called it, and listen, I moved up there in March. It was beautiful. I absolutely loved it. First of all, that was my second time going to California, and the energy up there for me is different. You know, I'm a spiritual being, and so I always just come into the most intense energy when I go to California. And so when I moved up there, couldn't tell me nothing. You hear me? Excuse me, that's what I've been trying to tell y'all here, and I've not gotten to tell y'all here yet, but I've been sick since I got off the cruise, so that's why it's taking me so long to get online. But I got some antibiotics and stuff. Today's actually the last day of them, so I feel way better. Oh, baby, I was struggling here this week, honey. But so let me slow down. I was in Loma Linda, okay? Now, when I first went up there for the first time, I went to Palm Springs, girl, and stayed in Palm Springs at this place called the Old Spa, girl. It was everything. And well, like I said, I had the most crazy experience there. I mean, if I would tell you the story, oh my God, listen, I can't make this up. So I'm gonna have to tell that story another day. But so the first time I went up there, I went to Palm Springs or whatever, and like I said, it was amazing. So when I moved up there, it was actually in Loma Linda. Now the vibes were way different, and so I loved them both. But the thing I loved about Loma Linda was, girl, listen, I did not know California had these fruit trees and stuff like this. Girl, listen, I got up every morning, I kid you not, with my little satchel here, my little bag, and went shopping, picking fruits straight off the trees. Do you hear me? There was oranges, grapefruits, pomegranates, God, the little cherry plums, avocados, tangerines, pomelos. Girl, I have videos of this here. I was living my best life. I got up every morning and went on a beautiful walk and did the exercising and oh God. So I also, there was two things that happened up there though, and well, listen, well, the I have to tell that story too. And so, long story short, I had two big incidents here that happened up there. And so the first one was, well, they were both big. Hey Sarah, hey Rose, hey girls. The first one was the person that I moved up there with was in the midst of a horrible spiritual warfare, God, that I was unaware of. And so listen, that was a situation within itself, and I still have yet to tell that story. I actually think I'm gonna write a book about that one. But then I got a phone call from my brother telling me that my mom was they put my mom on hospice, that she was about to transition here. She's dealing with stage 4 liver cancer here. And so I had to come back to Texas. I went straight there. I took care of my mom for a little bit, got her together, and she's still here. She's not transitioned, and we totally went through that situation there. And then so yeah, so I had to come back to Texas, and so I had to go through the whole motion of, I had moved everything up there, girl, my whole life, all my furniture, everything. And so within that year, I had moved from here to Texas to California, thinking that this is my forever home. Then for, well, like I said, the person here that I thought was the love of my life here, we was finna live this beautiful, happy ending here, go through what they went through here. And well, then my mom had her situation. So to come back, to then have to move everything back and come back here. And well, when I got back here, that's when I made this, spirit showed me to make this office and stuff here. And I came in and we did it here. I got it done here. And well, and here we are, because I knew that we was going to be here and do this here. So here we are. But I absolutely want to go back. Oh, Palm Springs was, oh, God, well, listen here. I mean, oh, God. Well, I guess we might as well just talk about it, because we're here and I didn't have a topic. So let's talk about it right quick. So I get to California, the first time I've ever been there in my life, right? Mind you, I've never been here, God. Now, I will give transparency here, because you know me, I don't have here. I give transparency, okay? What job you do? I don't work. I don't work, baby. This is my job. I'm doing it right here. So, I go to California, right? You're from Cali too? Hey, come on. So, listen, I get to California. My first time. What part are you from? What part are you from? So I get to California here, right? My first time ever going there. But I like to travel, so I made the reservations and all this stuff here. So I stayed at this place called the O Spa, okay? It is called the O Spa. It is a grown-up spa, okay? A bed and breakfast spa, right? Very it's up in the mountains, and it had like these beautiful hot springs and all this stuff here. Like I said, I got videos of this. I can show you here. South Central LA. Okay, I went to LA when I was there. I absolutely loved it. But listen, it's so many homeless people. Oh my God. Oh, I was not prepared. I was not prepared for that here. Oh, God. Come on, Dallas, Texas. That's where I live, baby. That's where I am. That's where I reside now. I'm originally from San Antonio, but I live in Dallas now. And I love it, too. I'm not going to lie, I love it, too. But, I got to get back to California. Okay, come on, Florida. Went there once. I went through Florida when I went to Jamaica. I think I had to stop in that Florida. Yeah, I went through Florida when I went to Jamaica. I didn't get to do much there, but I absolutely keep saying I'm going to go back. So come on in, Florida. I love this for us. So listen, y'all. I get to California, like I said, it was called the Old Spa, okay? It was an adult spa, right? Now, mind you, oh God, this is what we, okay, North Dallas. Okay, now, let me say this. Let me say this. I've been in Dallas now for, it's about to be 5 years. Listen, I don't have not one friend. I don't know not one person in Dallas. I'm not going to lie to you here. I don't know a lot of places in Dallas. Well, I don't know any. I got to Google here everywhere I go. The only place I know how to get to and back in Dallas without looking at the map, and I just learned this here, and I'm proud of it here a few months ago, is from my house to my daughter's house, and she lives in Garland. Okay? Now, I did live in Grand Prairie for, wait, is it Grand Prairie? I think it's Grand Prairie. Is it Grand? Yes, I did live in Grand Prairie for a minute. But when I came to Dallas, I took care of this retired doctor, and he lived in North Dallas. So I'm very familiar with North Dallas. I absolutely love North Dallas. Do I swim? Listen, I can swim, but as soon as I know my feet are touching the bottom, like I have a moment. So if I'm going to swim in the deep, I just got to jump in and just don't think about it. But I mean, yeah, I can swim. I just came from Honduras and all this stuff here last week, and I got in the water. Yeah, I can swim. I can swim a little bit. But like I said, it gets me a little. Now listen. So I get to California, right? The first time I've ever been there in my life. Never been there in my life, right? So I get there and we walk in, and first of all, the man tells me, he's like, listen, if you would have gotten here like 5 minutes here later, I wasn't going to let you in here, because, you know, he had a certain closing time, and it was a very intimate space. Well, it's still there. I think it's like maybe 10 rooms, maybe 12, if that. It's very intimate, right? And so whatever. So we walk in, right? I walk into the back of the place here, just looking around, and this lady gets out of the water and she says to me, I've been waiting for you. And I was like, excuse me? And so, you know, I look around to see, you know, who she's talking to, because it's only me and one other person here. And she points at me and she says, you. She says, I've been waiting for you. I knew you were coming. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This was a point in my journey here that I was at a specific level. You know, I keep telling you, it's levels to this spiritual life, right? You go through multiple shifts and ascensions and all these beautiful things. And so I knew at that moment, though, again, that I was in a very strong spiritual space, but absolutely on purpose. I was just coming into, you know, listen, I keep telling, baby, we got powers and gifts here and all these things here. And well, once you get to a level here, you get access to these things, right? And so I'm just, listen, getting into my little gifts and my little energy here, and have done, oh God, don't worry about it. And so this lady says to me, you know, she says, I've been waiting for you. And so I said, listen, let me go put my things down, settle in, and, you know, I'll be back. I'll be back out here. And she's looking at me, and she was with some other people. They were in one of these hot springs I told you about that they have. And so she's telling the people that she's with, like, oh my gosh, she like, I can hear her talking here. Like, oh my gosh, she's here. I told y'all she was coming. Da 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 da. And I'm looking at the person I'm with, like, what the is going on? Like, what is happening here? I'm trying to take it all in and trying to, discern and decipher what's happening here, because I'm not going to lie to you. When certain gifts and things fell upon me at first, I was nervous and I treaded very lightly here, because you have to understand, especially when you come from a certain place. I was used to the darkness. I was just coming into my light. And one thing that I absolutely know is, baby, the devil know how to look like the light too. And so I dare not, you hear me, tread and play around with these energies that I was not aware of or familiar with. Okay? So, no, absolutely not. And so, like I said, I'm trying to figure this out here and what's happening here. And well, there's not a lot of time for it, because like I said, when spirit moves you, right, you move and you ask questions later. But you absolutely need to be mindful of these certain things here. Like I said, make sure you keeping yourself protected here and aware of the energy that is absolutely around you and where it's coming from. And if you do not know, don't play with it. Then that's my suggestion. Okay? And so I get settled in and we get together, and I go on around to this water here and meet this baby here. And I will never forget, she jumps out of the pool, and it's like our souls, our energies had an exchange. Like, there was an immediate connection. I cannot even lie to you about it here. Hey, ooh, corn. Ooh, Lord. Hey, 2056. Hey. Yes, the best things absolutely do come from the fruits of Jesus here. Sarah, you better know it. And so, it was an instant connection. My God. And I've not had many of these, but it's a feeling. I mean, you feel it in your soul, in your spirit. I mean, oh God, I can't really put it into words, but like I said, when our souls met, because that's what I call it, I met her soul. That's all I saw was her soul, and it was one of the most beautiful souls I've ever seen in my life. And she ran to me, and we just hugged and we embraced, and the rest was history after that. So we get in the water, and she begins to tell me, well, first she introduces her person that she was, the people that she was with and things like this. And they explained to me that she was a beautiful spiritual being here, and she was actually in the midst of, well, a heightened space for her as well. So again, us coming into this meeting here was absolutely on purpose. God designs things like this here. And so I'm feeling really good, and so we're interacting, and so we're talking and stuff like this here. And this is the first person that I had met now in this light here. This was my very first person that I had met in this beautiful light that I was experiencing. And so it felt like home to me, man. Like, it is so good, and it's so welcoming, and so just when you come into, like I said, one of your soul tribe, man, you feel it. It's an instantaneous bond. And she tells me that she's dreamt about me, okay? That she explained to me that she had this sister that had been trying to unalive herself here for like the past week, and the baby had not been to sleep. She was very young, in her 20s. I remember her being in her 20s, and she had like 4 or 5 kids. And so that was something that really resonated with me. I remember because I have the same in my family. And so she's just so adamant about, the knowing that I was coming here. And, she explained to me that she wanted me to come back to her house the next day to see her sister. She said I had to go there, I had to be there and all these beautiful things. Thank you, baby. And so I'm like, okay, well, hey, I don't believe in coincidences again. And I felt the energy between us. And so um we spent this night together. And so it was just the most beautiful exchange of energy, is all I can say, that I've ever experienced. So now I will say this: she had asked me to baptize her, right? And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Again, I'm just coming into my powers. But she's a little, I guess, a little bit more in tune with hers. And so she could see things and feel things. And, that's a part of it again, right? And so explaining to me, the things that I could do, and the powers that I possessed, and all these things here. Like I said, I'm just now coming into my gifts and my powers and my superpowers and my connection and my alignment and all this here. So I wanted to, again, tread lightly. So despite, what she may have felt, I didn't feel that it was appropriate for me to do something like that. I wasn't comfortable with it. And so I explained that to her. And so it didn't stop our flow. We ended up transitioning from that pool, which was it had more people in it, to a more private setting. So me, her, and our significant others at the time, we went back and got into this more private area. And so we get back there, and again, the energy transfers between me and her, it was just out of this world. Now, this is what I was going to say. When I first started my awakening, one of the things that I experienced, without a shadow of a doubt, was what you call Christ consciousness. I was in a meditation one day. And, well, like I said, when you meditate, I mean, you go through different realms. You have different experiences. They're not all the same. Sometimes you go to, oh God, you go to different places, like I said. And, well, this is your time where spirit comes in, God comes in, whatever it is that you believe in. But this is that environment. This is that pure space, that infinite space, oh my God, that allows you to experience these different dimensions, right? And see these different possibilities of self and all these things that you were meant to experience, do, and be, right? This is a part of it. And so I will never forget. I did not know what it was. Now, I absolutely will say that again. My journey has been solely from me to spirit. There has been no middleman, no preacher, no spiritual advisor, nothing. I have come connected here and, well, become this beautiful vessel now. And now, like I keep explaining to you, it's a thing, right? I don't want to get off track here because I will start going somewhere totally else with that. But so, I'm not aware of certain terms and experiences and different levels and all this stuff here. And so, I did not know what it was, but I will never forget the experience of it. It was the most beautiful. I mean, there's not even words to describe the beauty of that place that I went to. And it was just this bright light, but it was everything and nothing at the same time. I mean, it was all encompassing. The amount of just joy and peace and just calm. I mean, serenity. I mean, that oh God, it just took me over. And well, like I said, I did not know what it was. I never experienced a thing like this in my life. I didn't have anybody to talk to about it and all this stuff here. And so, I just kept it with me, and I journal everything here. I wrote it down and all these beautiful things. And I will never forget the day that I realized what it was, because it was heaven. I mean, shit, that's what you call it here. That's what it felt like to me. It was the most, I cannot describe it here. And so anyway, I remember sitting one day, and there was a show. Hey baby, thank you my love. Hey baby, Grand Rising, come on in. There was a show called what was it, about the airplane, when the airplane crashed and the people, oh y'all know what I'm talking about? Oh shoot, hold on, it's at the tip of my tongue. It was a show about an airplane crash, and the airplane had crashed, and now the people were like, no, not infected sky. The people were now like, they had missions, and I remember them experiencing Christ consciousness. Oh shoot, what is it called? The cause now I want to know what it is. I think it was on regular TV. And remember they started finding like pieces of the plane. I think like started coming up, and they had it like in this lab, and it was like a family, like a husband, a mom, a daughter, the sister, Ben. I think his name was Ben. Shucker fruckers. Well, anyway, that God darn it, it'll come to me here. But anyway, that show, I remember I was sitting around one day, and I had like a moment, man, and like I was kind of, I don't even know how to describe some of this stuff, y'all. I'm trying to give it to y'all and tell y'all so quickly. Let me slow down because I'm gotten excited here. But so like I had like I'll call a revelation. I'll call it a revelation. And where like I saw that Christ consciousness that I had experienced, and that show, that piece of that show, and that's when I realized what it was. And so that was the first time I had experienced Christ consciousness. Okay, I said all that to say this: when we got back in that second pool of water, that more intimate space, remember, she had already asked me to baptize her here earlier, right? On top of the fact that she's now informed me that she's had dreams about me, knew that I was coming here now to heal her sister, now that tomorrow I'm going to be going to this house here to see. Never seen this lady in my life, right? This has all happened in the midst of that quick. It seems that you are a very sweet woman. I like your energy, daughter. Oh, baby, thank you. As are you. Listen, come on in. I told you, get comfortable here. I don't believe in coincidences. If you here, you absolutely here on purpose. Okay, so get comfortable, baby. Welcome home. That's what I say to you. Welcome home. And so we get back in this more intimate space, and I'm gonna tell you now, as soon as we got in that water here, the energy just, I mean, it turned into a whole nother level. And I'm looking at her, and she's looking at me. And so I remember asking her, can you feel that? And she was like, absolutely. Can you? Absolutely. And so, well, I remember us kind of, see, this is one of those moments where, you know, you try to put words to things and experiences that you've had, because nobody will believe them if you told them about them. And this was one of those times. I mean, we got in that water, and all I can describe it to you as our energies began to literally intertwine and flow and do this beautiful dance in this water here. I mean, because that's all I could feel, and to where It was encompassing us and going on. Oh God. And well, at that moment, everything just disappeared, and I felt like we transcended here to another world, and it wasn't nobody there but me and her. There was no time, there was no space, there was just me, her, and that water. Do you hear me? Now, I'm not the one to make things up here. I can't do nothing but tell you my truth and my whole truth and nothing but. Okay, and so, well, I don't know. Her name is Esther. I don't know where me and Esther went, what happened there, but I will tell you this. That was the second time in my life, because it's only happened to me those 2 times. I've not experienced it since then. But that was the second time in my life that I went to that place that I just described to you as here earlier, as that Christ consciousness. Oh, God. Oh God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And so for me, at that moment, that is what convicted me. That is what then made me believe everything that this woman has said to me from the moment that I walked in this facility here. The moment that she looked at me and said that she knew that I was coming, that she dreamt about me, and I was there to do a healing on her sister and all this. I believed everything she said at that moment because I knew that space. Okay, so when I came to, because like I said, I was transcended, and when I came to, I was the only one in the pool there. She had removed herself here and her person, and so when I came to, it was me and my significant other at that time, in that water. And well, when they began to describe to me what happened in that water, again, I couldn't do nothing but be in awe because it happened to me. I felt it, and so here we go. Hey baby, happy Friday, Grand Rising. How are you doing, my love? How are you vibrating? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know where you're from. Agnes, who is this? Where are you from? Let me know. Paul, I want to know where you're from. I want to know where everybody's from. We are family now. Who is this? Lemon, where are you from? Right? Don't let me, my storytelling, think that I'm not paying attention here, okay? So the next day, I got up, no questions asked, and well, we made our way to this baby's house here, okay? So mind you, I've not even been in California 24 hours yet because I arrived there that day, that night. I probably got there about 6 p.m. I had to check into the spa at 9 p.m. So as soon as I got there at 9 p.m., this lady walked up to me and told me she'd been waiting on me here for however duration long of time, and where the events kept on going from there. Remember, my first time in California. Okay, New York. I had a trip planned to New York right when COVID hit, and I did not make it, and I absolutely want to go there. I'm going to go there. At some point, I'm going to go there. Okay, Scotland. Hey, I love that. Okay, come on in. There's a yachting show that I like to watch, and there's a lot of times there's people from Scotland on there. I absolutely love that. I plan on going to Scotland too. I plan on going everywhere in this world to spread light. Okay, so mark my words on that. So the next morning, listen, I get up, like I said, no questions asked. We follow the girl to her house, okay? From Norway. Okay, now listen. Y'all know I didn't make it too far in school. I wasn't a good student, so I don't know exactly where is Scotland and where is Norway. Please enlighten me. Shed some light on me here, because I'm in the dark on that. Where is that at? I should have made me some hot tea, but I knew that before I got on. Like I said, I've been sick since I came home, so forgive me. I said I was going to try to hold off until I was fully 100%, but I couldn't because I missed y'all so much. I had to get back home. So this is the next day. Okay, now we're at her house, and so we get to the house, and well, her partner, her significant other, didn't get out the car, and so I didn't think too much into it, but I guess I should have. Both countries are northern of Europe. Ooh, yes, yep. I'll definitely be over there. Yes. What's the going? Oh, so. Girl, I don't know what that said. You gotta tell me what that said, Lonnie. I don't know what that said. What does that say? Okay, so listen. I get to the house, okay? And we walk in, and this is the first thing that stood out to me was, okay, they had a little orange tree in the front yard. Everybody, well, not everybody, because many people don't know me, but if you knew me, you would absolutely know that I love fruit trees, and this is why I mentioned it here when I was just talking about when I moved to California. That was one of my favorite things. Did I not just say that? Was the fruit tree. So now this is my first time in California, so I was not aware of the trees and stuff here. So that was a sign to me from spirit, this fruit tree here. And so I remember they let me pick one right then and there, and I picked it and ate it, and it was the best thing I felt like I ate in my life. But anyway, so because remember, I'm new to this spiritual thing, I'm new to this, so spirit has to give me little signs and wonders along the way. It's like a trail to let me know I'm doing the right thing. And that's another thing that I keep telling you, why you got to be able to discern and decipher your messages and your downloads. And when spirit, God, the universe is talking to you, there are multiple things talking to you. And I'm going to just slide this in right here, right now. And I don't know where this is coming from, but spirit will have me to say this here right now. This is why when it comes to religion and spirituality here, that religion, it keeps you kind of in a box here, because it does not allow you to fully access the wholeness, the fullness, the oneness of the whole experience here, the whole world here, right? We have to understand God doesn't talk to everybody in the same way. This is why when you hear me talk, I say spirit. I believe in everything. I believe in God, the universe, Mother Nature, the cosmos, numerology, astrology, listen, all of it. Because now that I've gone through my awakening, right? This is how I'm led. I'm led by the invisible. And so when you're led by the invisible, you have to learn to read the visible. I'm going to put it to you like that, because that's the way that this works. Okay? So anyway, the little tree is there. And so I'm like, oh, I ate the orange, whatever. Great, beautiful experience. So we walk in the door, and so Esther calls out for her mother, and so her mom comes out, and not only does her mom come out, all these babies began coming out here. To have a friend who has good energy like you. You are my friend. We are family. You don't have to want anything no more. We are family, and well, I'm here for you. This is it. It's happening right now. You don't have to wish for what you already have. You see what I'm saying? Trying to tell you here. This is us. This is happening right now, baby. Okay? So anyway, get used to it. Get comfortable, because you're going to be seeing all of this a lot, okay? This is only your first time here. I'm not even teaching today. We just vibing out. So imagine when, oh God, I already see the future for us. Don't get me started. So I walk into the house, and so she calls out for her mom, and so her mom comes out, and all these babies come out, y'all, from everywhere. And like I said, it reminded me of my niece, because my niece is like the same age as the girl with the same amount of children and everything. So it hit me to my core, right? And so Esther's like, Mom, Mom. Oh, and then they're talking in Spanish, right? So they're talking in Spanish, and she's like, her mother doesn't know English at all. And so they're talking in Spanish, and though, she's telling her mom, like, Mom, look, she's here. I told you she was here. I told you she was coming. And her mom's like praising it. Oh my God. And she comes to me and she's hugging me like Esther done told her here weeks ago, because the girl told me she'd been having the dreams here for weeks ago here that I was coming. And so obviously she didn't told her mama. And so her mom's like welcoming me like she knows me and is excited to see me. I mean, it is so surreal, God. And I'm still standing there trying to keep myself tethered to the ground here, because I am just in awe. Do you hear me? Of the whole situation here. You have to understand, again, my awakening had just happened. Not only that, I had just had the experience with the fish in Hawaii, like what? A few months, maybe 2-3 months prior to this. So I got a lot going on in the spiritual realm. Spirit is just doing me up here, a big one. Okay, I am just coming into, like I said, gifts and things here. I come into one, and well, here's another one, and then, oh God. And so I could not keep up. I couldn't even understand one thing before I was moving to the next. Okay, so again, depending on who you are, the calling on your life, baby, that momentum, is something else. Okay, and well, I already had a momentum about me. I've already told you that from my past life and being in the streets and doing all these things here. And so, like I said, but that's a part of that alchemy and transmuting of that energy, right? It then turns into your power. Okay, so keep telling you to get into it. But anyway, listen. So, I'm like, okay. And so the mom is welcoming me and hugging me, and so we're doing the things, and well, I'm into it too, because well, I'm feeling it here. I'm kind of getting into my zone here. And so I'm looking at all the babies, God, the babies, like I said, and all I could do was think about my niece, and I'm like, okay, Spirit, okay. All right, well, what are we doing here? And so Esther begins to explain to me that her sister was in the back room in the back. Like I said, they said the baby had not been to sleep here for over a week. Okay. She had been trying to allow herself here, right? And so at this point, they did not know what to do here, but it's obviously getting to a place where they needed some help, and I guess I was the reinforcement that was in. But anyway, don't worry about it. So I'm like, okay, and I'm still, again, Spirit, what am I doing here? What are we doing? What's happening? And Spirit is like, okay, well, you getting ready here. I'm like, getting ready for what? Because this is what it also looks like, okay? I'm getting ready for what? Because you did not, first of all, I thought I was coming here for vacation. You've not told me nothing about these people here. How come they got a warning? Listen, how come she's dreaming about me? I'm not dreaming about her, and all these things here. I have so many questions here. Do you hear me? So many, God. But obviously not time that I'm going to get these answers here. And so I'm going back and forth with Spirit, and here we are, and you're about to do the thing. And I said, okay, well, what is the thing, right? Still got questions. What is the thing? Well, I'll show you better than I can tell you. Okay, well, okay. And so before I knew it, Esther had went to the back, because I'm in a whole sidebar here, a whole side dialogue. And I'm not kidding you here. Okay? Whole side dialogue. I'm not even noticed that the baby has gone to the back here to bring the sister here. To me. Not out, to me. And so, here we are. So, I remember I'm going back and forth with, hold on, I need to put some lip gloss on, because my lips are doing a number on me. Give me 1 second here. Let me go wipe them off so I can put some. Yeah, I can't even talk here. My lips are doing a number on me. Mm. Oh, Anna, thank you, baby. You're sunny. We're sunny. You want to decorate a Christmas tree? Well, I like decorating. I'm a decorator. I'm into that. I'm into like DIYing and all this stuff. I made this room here by myself. Everything. Put the carpet down, everything. The ceiling, the tree. I made it all by myself. By myself. Well, not by myself because Spirit gave me the vision, but that's that transmutation of energy and made it come to pass. And here we sit. Okay, so listen. Like I said, I'm in a whole sidebar with Spirit, right? Do you have a messenger? Yeah, I have a messenger. So I'm going back and forth with Spirit, right? What kind of messenger do you mean? Like private messaging? Like what are you asking me? Let me know. So I'm having a whole side dialogue, like I said, with Spirit. So I'm not even really paying attention to the fact that Esther has gone to the back to go get this baby out of the room. And my God, let me tell you, it was already too late. The next thing I know, I looked up and the baby is standing in the hallway. I will never forget it. And I've not told this story, though. I've only told this story. I think I've told it here online before once, but I've never told this story here. Hell, I ain't got nobody to talk to. I told you I ain't got no friends. I don't talk to nobody. I don't have nobody, didn't have nobody to tell. But I keep it all in my little bank, you know, for the books or whatever here the Spirit will have me to do with these things. But anyway, that's a side note. I'm getting off track. I look up. I will never forget it. I look up and this baby is standing in the door. And I'm going to tell you what. There go that soul feeling again. At that moment, all I saw was her soul. Not only did I see her soul, I cannot make this up. I literally heard her soul say, I've been waiting for you. And at that moment, I began to wail. I mean, like wail. Like, it wasn't me. It was like that our souls. I mean, I picked up her soul and I just began to wail. I will never forget it. I've never made a sound like that in my life. I began to wail and it was just the utterings of the soul, a spirit just coming up out of me, like from her. I could feel that shit, man. That energy just from her coming through me, and this was it coming out, and that's how it was coming out of me, and as a well. And so I'm there and I began sobbing just uncontrollably. Okay. So my private messenger is for, like, you know, if I do like a one-on-one type situation, stuff like that. So yeah, so that's what that's for. But so yeah, so I'm wailing, right? I'm wailing, and this energy is just and I just feel it oozing out of me, right? And I'm like, whoa my God. I mean, it was fucking intense. I mean, again, just coming into the journey or whatever, I'm a few months in. I mean, this is, oh my God. To say the least, I don't have words here. And so I'm wailing and I'm crying, and she's standing on one, she's in the doorway, because I'm still by the front door, like I've not really walked fully into the home yet, you know. So like I'm standing like at the front doorways behind me, and she's directly across from me in the hallway entrance. And so like I said, Well, hell, she's crying too. Hell, I can't forget about. She's crying too. I mean, we're both standing there just. I guess she's. And it's because what I tell you, energy can't be destroyed. It can only be transferred, and the only reason that it was able to transfer into me as such and come through me to be released is because at that moment, Spirit had made me a vessel for this. Me not knowing this, again, I'm not knowing I have this energy healing and working and dealings and things in me here. So again, I'm unaware of this. This is beknownst to me. I don't even know if that's the word to use, hell. But this is different, this is new, and this is hot, and it is happening now. And so the energy, like I said, from her is coming out of her and coming through me, and we're doing the things, and I'm just releasing, and so now Spirit is saying, okay, you ready? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, are we in here? Well, yeah. And so I'll never forget, I began walking up to the girl, and she's just standing there. And as I'm walking up to her, Spirit is preparing me for what is about to take place. Spirit is showing me that when I lay hands on this girl, that the girl is going to fall. All I remember was Spirit showing me literally like my hand in the front of her, my hand in the back of her. Like, that's all I kept saying was like a downward motion like that. And I'm like, well, like I said, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? What is that? And so, well, that's when, because when you get close to her and you lay a hand on her, she's gonna fall and you need to catch her. And I'm like, wait, what? When I do what? Oh God, I'm so sorry, excuse me. You know I'm sick here, it's almost over. But anyways, listen, so I'm like, wait, well, no, I'm not gonna say I'm sick because I don't claim that, but I got a little phlegm situation that I'm on antibiotics for. I said it like that. So anyway, so I'm like, wait, what? When I do what? So you saying when I touch this lady, she finna fall over? And Spirit's like, yeah. I'm like, now I know you lying. What does that even mean? Like, again, now I'm still inside dialogue. I got so many questions here, and mind you, this energy, I'm still already opened up to it, and the energy, and I'm still already collecting the energy here because it's coming through me here. Oh, God. So I'm like, okay. And so I start walking up to the lady, y'all. I cannot make this up. And I start walking up to the lady, and so Spirit's like, are you ready? And I'm like, well, again, no, I'm not, but you think I am, so here we are. Like, what can I do? And so I never forget, she's looking at me and I'm looking at her, and she's ready. She's ready for it here. And well, shit, there it went. I never forget it here. As soon as I reached out and touched her, the baby fell. I mean, just, oh, I can't make, I swear to God here. Fell out, do you hear me? And I called her, and I'm like, what? And so I lay her down to the ground, and again, I'm unaware of what's going on. This is the first time I've ever witnessed something like this in my life. And the fact that I'm the one doing it, well, I've had hands laid on me, but I've never laid one. And so, well, again, now I'm over the lady, and I'm doing all these things, and I am just being guided. Again, I don't know. I can't tell you what the hell I don't know. I don't know what is happening here. And well, I'm being guided here, and I'm talking, and I remember my hands working over her. I'm doing these blowing breath. Oh, child, listen. I blowing the breaths here and doing things and having her release things to me and let it go. And well, then here we are. And I'm doing it, and I'm working over. I mean, God came and took me over. Okay. Took it over here. And I'm doing the things here. And I don't know how long it lasted. I can't tell you that. I lost all sense of time and space here and all the things. And well, I remember when I came to, and I talked to her a little bit, and I talked to her. I mean, she's laying on the floor here, and she's, oh gosh, she's at a peace here that, well, it was not the state here that it started in. And so again, I'm trying to take all this shit in, man. I'm trying to process and take in and discern and decipher and energy heal, obviously, and do the things. And oh God, all at one time here. Okay. And so I'm doing the things. And so I remember getting her up, and like I told her before I got her up, though. I remember this clearly. I told her before I got her up, I took it, like, give it to me. Make sure you give it all to me. Like, don't hold anything. Don't let it go. And I laid over her. I mean, listen, it doesn't matter. And that was our last little bit there. And I got her up, took her to the back, and laid down. And I'm now still like in the space of it. And I remember telling the person that I was with not to ever do that again, because in the midst of when I laid hands on the girl and the girl fell out, well, again, wasn't nobody prepared for that. And I understand that response, but their response was to go after me, you know what I'm saying, try to catch me and all these things here. But in the midst of that, that person put themselves in harm's way, because that energy, it was being removed from her, and I'm taking it on. And if I wouldn't had, you see what I'm saying, that barrier in the middle, then there would have been that possibility for that energy to jump in then to her or him, whoever had been. You understand what I'm saying? So, we go back there, and the baby is asleep. I mean, instantly went to sleep. I mean, had not been to sleep in 7 days, right? And so we're there, and they're hugging me and thanking me and all this stuff here. And you know, again, I'm still unaware of what I've done here or how I even got here. And so I'm grateful, and I'm thanking God and all these beautiful things here. Well, that night that night that night, I'll buy it from you. That night, I'll tell you what now. That night, I'll never forget it. Hey, brother! Hi! I'm so happy to see you. I'm hugging you through the line. I missed you so much. Oh, let me just say that. Oh my God, I missed you so much. Look, I don't never want to leave again. I don't ever want to do that again. Oh my God. But God, let me finish telling this story now, because you done threw me all off here. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I didn't mean to freak you out. You're probably like, what, girl? Listen, I missed you. I did. It was good. I mean, it was good. I'm going to tell y'all about it. It was good, but like, it was good. It was not bad. So, oh God. Well, I'm sitting here talking about this experience here now. The cruise, literally all I did was not run into, but one soul after another, like needing some light. I mean, from the moment I stepped on that boat, it's like I was just a magnet. It was the most beautiful thing. So like I was working the whole time serving, but it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. So yeah. So That night, let's finish this story out here. That night, after doing all that, let me tell you this, baby. I went to sleep. Oh my God. I went to sleep and woke up in the pits of hell. And I am not lying to you. I have never experienced no type of demonic, like scene, no type, like no shit like in my life. Do you hear me? Ever. Not even in a dream, in a nightmare. And I've had some horrible things happen to me, harm inflicted upon me. Do you understand what I'm saying here? I woke, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh God, I will never forget it. I woke up in a place I'd never been, would never want to go in my life. And it was at that moment that I realized, in the midst of the epitome of hell where I was, that's where that baby was. That's why she had not been to sleep in 7 days here. This is why she was trying to remove herself from the situation here the only way that she thought she could. Because I tell you what, if that's where I went, if that's what I had to, oh God, let me calm down here. Ain't no way. There was no way. I will never forget that feeling. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't never want to feel no shit like that again. In my life, God. I would never want to see experience. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I'll say it like that. And I will never forget waking up in a sweating. First, let's talk about that. Sweating. Do you hear me? And checking my surroundings, God, here. What have I done here? I will never. That's the only thing I could think of that moment. What have I just done? Because there's no way that I would have allowed that to come into me. No, absolutely not. No, it's no, God. And so, that next day, I went out to this place called Whitewater Reserve here. Got the videos of that too. And I had to release that shit. I had to get that up off of me, up out of me. Do you hear me? What? I mean, what? Like what? Now it's been not even 48 hours that I've been in California here for the first time in my life, and this is what I walk into to pick up and now carry with me. No. And so I had to went out to this place, and well, again, this is new to me. I'm not even knowing and fully understanding, but all I can do is what I'm nudged to do. And so I went out there, I remember, and I went out there and I let that energy go. I sent it all back to the light. I meditated, I grounded, I prayed, I did all the things. And I remember getting ready to leave that place, and well, and my heart whispering, like, God, please, like, let me know here that was it. Because and well, right before it was one more walk, I make this up to you not, and I remember seeing when we walked in and they pointed it out to me, you can't take nothing out of here. Because you know me, I'm a rock collector here. I'm a person here. So if I see something or something and I feel like it's resonating with me, it's calling to me, I absolutely am going to take it. Even if I have to take it, I'm going to do that. And so I remember in my heart just a little whisper, because I trust you, right? If I didn't trust you, I wouldn't have come here to do the things and be standing here in this moment. I trust you fully. But how do I know? And I remember It was one more step between the rock and like the ground, the terrain. One last step over. And I remember Spirit saying, look down. And I looked down, and there was this rock sitting right there. Look at that heart. You see that? Sitting right there, just the last step over. And I bent down and I picked it up, and that was my confirmation from Spirit that I had done what I was supposed to do, and that it was over. Like my work was done. And well, I never had a replay or emotion or anything involving that dark energy. Nothing. I fully obviously released it, and so that was the first time I ever went to California. My experience. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm I imagine wonderful. What is going on? Definitely understand you. This and I'm cleaning up at the same time. So, girl, who was this? How do we get on this story? Um, where'd she go? You know where you at. But anyway, that was my first experience in California, and so like I said, I still want to go back though. I still want to go back, and well, we'll talk about the second experience. And oh God, well, I guess I have a few experiences to tell you about in California. I guess we'll do a California story time here now because yeah, the energies up there are wild, are crazy, 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 crazy. So like I was saying, tried to start off earlier, I am back from the cruise, and well, I came back with this whole situation here. And it is not cute. So like I said, I almost didn't get on, but like I said, I missed everybody. I needed to get on. I needed you to know that I was back, and we are back, and we are getting back into business. Now, like I said, I know before I left, we had a few issues, okay? There was two issues. The first one was, thank you, Garen. You guys have to see it at night. So I was laying here the other night, right? Like I said, our spirit gave me the vision for this room. And I'll never forget when I got it and I came in here and got it done. And so I was sitting here the other night and I was meditating. And at night, this room is amazing. Like, it is everything. I am not even going to lie to you. And so I was laying here the other night, and Spirit was like, you know, this is not like, this is not for you, right? Like, we did this to have a whole situation, right? Atmosphere for the people, right? Like for the tribe. And so I'm gonna be doing more, well, if not mostly now, I'm gonna try to start doing more streaming at night, so you guys can get the whole ambiance of the lights and everything at night. Yes, 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 yes. Who is this? Garen. So Garen, where are you from? You're new here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grand Rising, how are you doing? Who is this? Sir Uncle Buck 1838. Ooh, 838 is absolutely one of my absolute favorite numbers. Welcome. Oscar, who is this? Oscar, who are you? Who are you, sir? You don't come into somebody's house and say, who are you? You come in and introduce yourself and then ask. You gotta knock on the door. You don't just come in. So maybe try to rephrase that. Um, Serious crazy lady jail. I am new here. Hey, Mike Jones, welcome. Grand Rising. Come in, get comfortable, get comfortable. So I'm about to get off actually, but so like I was saying before, I got sidetracked here. Before I left last week, it was a situation. I had switched internets, and so like the last 3 lives were absolutely horrible. It was the last, so it would have been day 18, 19, 20. Day 18, 19, and 20 of the 21-day challenge, the video footage was horrible. And then on day 21, I did a live from the cruise. Well, I did multiple lives from the cruise. And what was happening was it wouldn't play the full live. So I noticed like when I was getting off of the lives when I was on the cruise, it would only play like 7 minutes, 6 minutes. Like it wasn't playing the full lives. So with that being said, I've been debating if I want to go over just do a quick run through of the last 4 days of the 21-day challenge, just because I want to make sure that they got down into your spirit. I do not want to leave it just lingering like that. And so I might touch back on that. But just taking off my shoes, and you say you're going offline. Oh no, well listen, that's what I'm trying to tell you though. So like I was just saying about this whole night situation. So what I'm thinking is I think I'm gonna do a vibe session tonight. That's what I'm thinking, because it's our first day back. Like I said, I missed y'all so much. I feel like there's so much to catch up on and just to get back into our space. And then, like I said, I know this room is absolutely amazing at night. And I also have some exercises that I want to teach you guys, but it is also kind of tying into the next lesson that I have. So I think I might wait on that. So we're going to do some things. So I'll probably be on. So I'm not going to probably. I'm going to get on tonight. I mean, I want to do it. I took my last antibiotic today. I feel a little better, but I know it does get worse at night. So, but I think we'll be good. So, I think we should do a vibe session tonight. And when I do a vibe session, we just get on, we listen to music, we just hang out, vibe out, get into, well, you already know what we do, Robert. So, I'm so glad to see you though. I'm so glad to see you. I hope I didn't scare you when I got so excited to see you. I'm gonna get back on at about, I think we normally used to do like 7:30, so up in there, because it gets dark here now early actually. So like 7ish. Yeah, let's do like 7ish. So you guys meet me here. Look, we're gonna have a little party, so bring all your party favors. What kind of, well, we do a mix. We're open, right? It's a vibe session, so we listen to some of what everybody wants to listen to. But for me, my go-to music is going to be like, if it's going to be secular music, it's obviously going to be like something old school, like from my era. And then, but I like a lot of I don't know the word for it, but I like a lot of like spiritual music, but it still has like a hip hop, kind of feel to it. So anyway, but I mean, I like a lot of different genres, but it's just now with music, it's not the same. The frequencies in the music, I mean, it's listen. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. So listen, I love you guys. I love you. I love you so much. I'm gonna see you later. Welcome to all the newbies. I hope to see more of y'all. I'm not gonna say hope because I don't hope, I do. I plan on seeing y'all. Okay. Don't just come up in here and get all this good energy and then just not never come back. Okay, we don't do that. That song Let It Go by the when you get a chance, do the song Let It Go by Doug Williams. Okay, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it now, and I'll let you know how I liked it later. We'll probably even listen to it later too. Okay, I love you guys. See y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your day, but what do I want you to absolutely make sure that you do for the rest of your day? You already know. Bye bye.